Hey, well, it's been about 1 week since I've got back from the Baker Creek Plant Festival, and I'm sorry that I'm just now getting this video out to you, but one of my goals here recently is to improve the videos and quality of them, and so I got some new editing software on the suggestion of a friend, and the software seems to be pretty good, but I don't know how to use it. I have a lot of issues with computers, and I'm getting that straightened out, but I wanted to get this video out because it's overdue, and so I just put it together with my old software that's on the computer, that came with the computer, and it's not that great. So I apologize for some of the video quality, but I do want to get this out there. In particular, one of the vendors talked to me, and when I had the camera, I had it on its side, and so with that software that I had, I couldn't rotate the video, believe it or not, and probably just me, but I apologize to that vendor, but what she had to say was some really great information, and I was not going to exclude it from the video. And I did get to meet another YouTuber by chance that I'd never heard of, and turns out that I really like their content. So Arrow Ridge Farm, I'm going to put their links in the show notes. And I just want to say before I get the video started that I appreciate everybody that took the time to talk to me. I got everybody that I talked to, I really like what they had to say, and I appreciate all you guys watching. And I know that I've picked up a few subscribers since then, so I want to thank y'all. I want to thank all the subscribers that have been with me so far. Y'all have all been really cool and great. So that's enough talking for now. I'm gonna get off here, but 2-day festival, I hope y'all can get an idea of what it was on this video. And it was really too much to capture in a video. Like, it'd have to be a whole documentary catch everything that was going on at that festival. So anyway, y'all be good. Bye. So I just got in, and there's so much stuff: food, crafts, herbs, plants, and a whole pioneer village over here. So this is all vegetarian?
Yes, sir. Make our own sauce, and with all fresh ingredients, fresh grated ginger, and that's good things.
So I met some other YouTubers here, Arrow Ridge Farm, and you said Jesse and Jeremiah.
Yep.
And so tell me what, you're in close to Kansas City, right?
Yeah, we're about 40 miles east of Kansas City, and we are a family of 9, and we moved out into the country. We're on grid. We and just started our homestead. We started with chickens. We did turkeys last year, and then of course we're raising a big garden. And we just really like the lifestyle of being in the country, growing our own food. And
so are you city or from the city originally, or is this new to you?
We are from a small town,
yeah,
and we lived there for probably
15 years,
yeah,
close to 15, yeah.
And we finally got to move out to the country and doing what we love out there.
I grew up on a 40-acre farm that was non-functioning. There was some cows and some chickens, and that was about it. We did a garden for some of the time when I grew up, but other than that, we both kind of have similar experience, some city, some country.
Okay. So what's been the bigger learning curve, the garden or the animals?
Oh, definitely the animals.
Yeah.
By far.
I mean, the thing about, I think the animals are less forgiving than the gardening. The gardening, you grow more than one thing at a time. You know, sometimes animals are very, very single point failure, and so. But at the same time, the garden, I think the tricky part about gardening is just the seasons.
You're totally reliant on the weather.
Right, yeah.
And that's been a tough curve too, but
this spring's been tough.
Oh, yeah.
It has been. It's been a cool and dry at times, but then wet at times spring. So our growing season. We just incorporated a greenhouse into our growing, which really we don't feel like we haven't got to utilize it much this spring, but in the fall we plan on utilizing it a lot to help us extend our growing season, mainly for a kitchen garden. But
very cool. So what do you say to the guys where you raise the meat birds and different stuff, and somebody say to you, oh, I can buy that turkey cheaper than I can raise it? What do you say to that?
Well, that's probably true. That's really true.
That is a true statement. You can definitely buy turkey. You can definitely buy chicken cheaper than you can raise it.
Can you know what that turkey's been eating? What conditions it was raised in? You know, was it properly taken care of? You probably can't.
That's right.
Unless you raised it yourself, you really don't know.
And I think the other thing too is when you think from a very holistic standpoint, you know exactly how that turkey was raised. You know what its life was like. You know that it got to see sunlight, it got to eat fresh grass on a daily basis, or chicken, and that's something that we value. We value life even when it's given up for us. So that's something that we that cycle, we follow that, and we cherish that. We enjoy that. So.
And it's kind of twofold because our kids can be learning these processes and learning where their food comes from and interacting with these animals in a way that they never have before.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you guys you're my kind of people. Thanks for giving me a minute.
Yeah, thank you.
Good meeting y'all.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So Arrow Ridge Farm, y'all check it out.
Get me wet. Teeth.
What are we making? Another jack-o'-lantern?
Well, just making a little orange face. Making his teeth right now.
Thank you, sir. You're very talented.
Well, thank you very much. Follow me on Instagram.
Definitely will.
So I'm doing a little leaf design here. Do you ever wear a shawl? Spotlight. Right here.
So you got your hatchet finished?
My what?
Your hatchet?
Yeah. I like it. Actually, somebody used it today to split a piece of wood for their shivs.
Okay.
Was down the glen one Easter morn to a city fair old eye, when armlets of marching men in squadrons passed me by.
So these are the musicians we got here, Rowan's Crossings, and
Yes.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
We are out of the Springfield area, and we play a mix of Irish traditional and Americana, so American folk, Irish traditional, sometimes an occasional original.
So I noticed you talked a lot about, you played a lot of Irish songs and talked about it. So is there a big history there with the bluegrass going back to the old world?
Many of the traditional Appalachian tunes came over from Ireland and Scotland and England, and those ballads kind of permutated into some of the American folk we play, and sometimes we play the original Irish ballads.
So knowing the Irish, is there a distinct difference between the Irish, the Scottish, and the English if you went back in the music?
Depends on who you ask.
It
Oh,
does.
okay, that's a
Such
controversial.
A discussion. A lot of the Scottish and Irish mimic bagpipes more, so it's more the
Okay.
style of musicianship than.
So for
music
instance,
itself.
the fiddle or the violin would mimic the sound, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. One last question. I've got to know what this thing is you've got here.
This is a boron. This is kind of a modern version of a traditional Irish drum, made with goat skin and wood. You know, sometimes it gets a little softer, and you got to tighten it up with some heat or loosen it with some beer. You know.
Okay. I know the sound, but I never saw the instrument. But I love y'all's music, and
Thank you so much.
thank y'all. Y'all be good.
Thank you.
Is it pretty? Yeah, it likes a good amount of
You can write on them because they have the Sharpies.
Okay.
Just fold it up.
It's a massive size.
Peruvian corn, right?
Yeah.
I think there's some underneath too.
Take a picture of his.
Man, you've been at that all day. Is your hands not tired?
No, no, no. But if you'll see, my hand is always held in the same position. I rest my finger right here, holds my hand, and then I just go around it, and I move my melon around.
So it's easier than writing.
See? Yeah, it is.
Cool. And you see that thing looking at you.
Are you from St. Louis? No, I'm from Florida. Wrong direction entirely. Well, I don't think we somebody learned You had a pretty
Why it is, I don't know, but honeybees always go, maybe it's west of the Rockies, they always go northeast.
I'm just starting it out.
Yeah.
So my husband is the fit farmer.
Really?
Yes.
The Fit Farmer, I've seen that.
Fit farmer.
Cool. So I'm gonna buy a grow bag or a few grow bags from the Fit Farmers.
Thanks.
Down the track, I'm going shot and so alive. Two people in the street, the ground was shaking. My sister was smiling, my wife was singing too. They could tell I made it home. I'm taking the blues, riding.
Well, it's been a wild day. Met a lot of people, had a lot of conversations, heard a lot of music, seen a lot of cool crafts and stuff. And anyway, I've been up since 2:30 this morning and I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna get off here. Got my home set up, my home sweet home for the night. Gonna camp out, get up early in the morning, cook breakfast or whatever, and get to the festival again. In case you don't know, this is Baker Creek Seed Festival, which I mentioned, but this is the same company that I buy a lot of my seeds from that y'all see on the videos. And so, yeah, I'm gonna go up in the morning, shoot some more footage, stay a few more hours, and I gotta buy a couple of things that I didn't today. So anyway, I think I'm gonna get off here and go watch the drum circle. Y'all be good. Bye.
like that. Is that a camera?
Yes, sir. Is that all right?
Oh, yes, I do.
So how do you say this? What is the name of the...
This is called kombucha, and it's basically a fermented drink that is supposed to help digestion and repopulate your gut with good probiotic bacteria.
And so it's good for your microbiome and all of that.
Yeah, a lot of times people take antibiotics and it destroys the microbiota in the gut, and so you want to be able to replenish those good bacteria if possible.
And so you get it with the grapefruit. If I drank this by itself without the grapefruit, would it be very palatable, or is it?
It's actually
it tastes
tasty.
okay.
It actually tastes like a little bit like cross between apple juice and apple cider vinegar, but
Okay.
like on the sweeter side.
And so this is this just a bacterial culture? Is that what we're looking at?
That's basically what happens is the bacteria themselves will build a something to live on, and it's sort of like they're suspended in the liquid, so that it's not just the patty that's the bacteria, but it's actually
So they're in the column.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Okay, and what do you feed them to keep them multiplying? Sugar or?
Yeah, they actually feed really well on just simple sugars, and
Okay.
they basically take the sugar and they transform it into things like acetic acid and other natural acids that are good for your body.
Okay. And so I'm buying, I just bought the drink, guys, but if I bought the culture, what would I do?
So you would boil like a sweet tea, like pretty strong, with like 3 bags of tea, just to make it dark.
Oh, yeah?
Because that's actually putting tannins in, and they need a sort of acidic environment to live in, and so like that actually keeps other competitive bacteria from growing. And so they require this tannin-rich environment from the tea, and then the sugar is what's going to feed them.
Right.
And then you cool that down to room temperature, and then you would put your culture in there. Make sure that you use only filtered water, nothing chlorinated.
Yeah.
And then you would just cover it with a cloth so that it has airflow. You don't want to cap it off.
You want airflow, but no contaminants flying in.
Exactly.
Okay, and then how many days will my new culture be ready?
It depends on the ambient temperature.
Okay.
I would say like 10 to 14 days for the first brew, and then after that, once you get things going, it'll be a lot quicker.
Okay, well I appreciate you showing me that.
Thank
And
you.
I tasted this yesterday, guys, with the grape juice, and it's got like a carbonated bubbly. It's almost like champagne. It's really awesome. So thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. So what do you got going on, man?
Well, today we're working on distributing pawpaw seeds that are pre-germinated, and this is the start of our permaculture nursery. So we're wanting people to get more pawpaws around. We're also distributing hardy blackberries, boysenberries, and kind of spreading the word about how great perennial agriculture is.
Cool. And you say everybody's going for the pawpaws.
Yeah, we got all these things, and no one's really interested in anything else other than pawpaws. It's like a buzzword. They see it and they're like, "Oh, I want some." So.
And so for everybody that doesn't know what a pawpaw is or tastes like, can you tell us a little taste profile on it?
Sure. Most pawpaws I've had are kind of custardy, sweet, mangoey, banana, some of them even with a hint of vanilla, but the texture is like pudding, and it's amazingly delicious. They call it like a banana or mango, but it's better than that. If you've had a soursop or guanabana or chirimoya, it's the same family. It's kind of like that, but it's even better. And it's squishy and soft and fragrant and floral and tropical and just really amazing.
I need to get a hold of one of those.
Yep. Come September, see if you can find some though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a hobbit. Cowboy beans. And cornbread.
Today we only have 2 batches.
it's the second day of the festival and I'm on go now. I've been here for 2 days and got all my stuff loaded up. All my camping gear is wet, but it's all good. Met a ton of cool people and got to talk to a few of them, and I think you guys can get some value out of that. A lot of stuff that I didn't know that I learned in the last 2 days. And like I said, it's just really cool to be around people that think kind of like me and hang out with them, thousands of them in fact. So I hope y'all enjoyed that, and with that I'll let you go. Y'all be good. Bye.